Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adam and this is Tall Lifestyle. If you haven't been here before, I'm a big and tall reviewer. However, I like to include content when it comes to skincare, hair / beard care, grooming, and of course clothing for the big and tall gentleman or otherwise mask presenting person. Am I mask? A cis mask body. Either way, today what we are going to be discussing is Drunk Elephant. I do have my makeup done. Oh look, I forgot to take this off. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adam and this is Tall Lifestyle. If you haven't been here before, I'm a big and tall reviewer for anyone who is looking to either shop online for themselves, for a partner, coworker, friends, family, etc. So outside of my big and tall clothing and grooming content, I also like to include things like skincare, hair care, and accessories. Today what we're going to be discussing is another iteration of the Drunk Elephant brand. At one point in time I did work at Ulta, I quit and now work elsewhere, not in cosmetics. So there is even less interference when it comes to anyone having a question about the validity of all of the things that I bring to you for information. Nothing has been sponsored. I did receive a few items for free, especially from the first video, but otherwise there was a bit Drunk Elephant event at work and I really wanted to dive into the brand and bring you content, but they also had so many products. Two of these I had and I just forgot. So, thank you so much for joining me. We're going to go ahead and start with skincare and I'll see you very soon. Alright folks, jumping into some of the best sellers from Drunk Elephant. The one that I egregiously forgot to mention last time was the Protini peptide cream. It is something that you've probably seen on TikTok or other social media when it comes to smoothies. The smoothies are going to be something that is part of the brand messaging for Drunk Elephant. It is where you can take this and then you take your drops of your oils, or in certain cases cosmetics, you smoothie it together to make sure that you don't have to do layer, 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 and then go about your day. Given the back description on the box, a breakthrough protein moisturizer combines an unprecedented array and concentration of signal peptides, growth factors, supportive amino acids, and pygmy water lily for immediate improvement in the appearance of the skin's tone, texture, and firmness. Who doesn't love that, right? Protini's proprietary formula restores younger, revived-looking skin almost from the first application. Lines, wrinkles, and signs of sun damage appear reduced and feel strengthened and moisturized. So this is something that whenever you're trying it out, it is, I would say, recommended for people who are a little bit more on the balanced side. If you're a little bit oilier or a little bit drier, definitely you could use that as well. Or if you're someone who in general likes a light to medium sort of product. I also did try out the Lala Retro Whipped Cream. This one has the same application and therefore you can do the same sort of little blooming sort of nature. Let me give you a quick description from the box. So this is a multifaceted rescue cream infused with 6 African oils as a plant ceramide complex, provides replenishing barrier support by reinforcing skin's acid mantle and defending against the effects of everyday stressors. Sodium hyaluronate cross-polymer easily soaks in to release intense hydration. In addition, antioxidant-rich fermented green tea helps combat signs of aging. Again, love that. Loaded with omega acids, Lala helps skin retain long-lasting moisture, forming a protective layer that allows the skin to function at its optimal level. Lala Retro is a whipped dream come true for tired, dry skin. If you weren't familiar before, we as people are acidic. I don't remember the range of concentrations that we are supposed to be. However, this is listed at a 5.2. The Protini is listed at a what is the pH? 4. Wow, okay. Whenever we wash our hair, body, etc. with just water, it is a pH of about 7, right? And so if we're going to be more acidic, we need to go down the pH scale. So anytime that you're, I think it's between 5 and 6 that we as people should be our pH. Now, the Protini is great for the face. This is good for drier skin, and I am leaning a little bit drier during the winter, so I would recommend this if you're going to be someone who's on the drier side, because it is spring and it is less need of hydration in my skin. I've actually been using this on my elbows. It does create a film, like I said in the box, But whenever I use this, it is very smoothing. I feel as though it really helps to make sure that I don't have that, dry skin appearance. Sometimes on the back of hands as well. For people who are on the very dry side, this is going to be a great product for you. For me, especially going into spring, summer, maybe even most of fall, I'm going to be more of a Protini type client. As a quick note from the brand education, everything that Drunk Elephant does is free of the suspicious six. It's something like sodium lauryl sulfate, essential oils, alcohol, and a few other products, or ingredients is what I should say. I'll maybe include those here. That way you can review it. And this is one of the multiple different pillars that they built their brand on. This is not sponsored, but since I'm going to bring the information to you in a clear and concise manner, I like to make sure that you're informed of what you are buying. Sounds like someone's dog is like right next door. Before I continue into the other face products, I did want to mention another cream. I did only get a sample of this, and so the Balm Electrolyte Waterfacial. This one is listed as use as the last step. I don't have a full description because it didn't come with a box, but I'll include one here. We love to layer in cosmetics, and to get the specific formulation that you need for your skin to improve it, to see differences where you want to see differences, this is definitely going to be something for people on the drier side. Again, it's spring. I'm not as dry. Outside of the psoriasis. So, if you're someone who is on the very, very, very most dry side, you could even layer it something like a serum, the Lala, and then the Balm. It is create your own, select your own quest. So a great way to start out. Before we go into the rest of the almost cosmetic sort of things, I am going to take a quick pit stop and talk about the Sweet Pitti deodorant cream. It also has a pH of 4. When it comes to the description, our Sweet Pitti deodorant cream is formulated to soothe and moisturize delicate underarm skin while keeping odor at bay, suitable for all skin types, including sensitive. Sweet Pitti is free of baking soda, essential oils, and aluminum-derived ingredients. I used this a few times. Still feels pretty heavy considering with all the kindness in the world. I don't think that I'm the client for this. I don't mind essential oils. I maybe have thought that I've had sensitive skin in the past, and I've started to lean towards more natural ingredients. This one, in terms of going on, the application is kind of funny because it has these 4 little holes, and you turn this little dial at the bottom. The smell, though, I know I've used this description in the past, but it just kind of smells like Play-Doh. So I don't have a sensitive nose, or at least I don't believe so. I'm someone who wants there to be a lot more when it comes to fragrance. This, for me, is not a win. I know that there's probably going to be a lot of people who do love it, but the Sweet Pitti deodorant cream, not my favorite. It's not something that I would use in the future. In fact, I use something that's like $6 from CVS. If you are sensitive to the oils, to fragrance, if you need something really soothing, this might be for you. It's just not for me, but of course I want to encourage you to go ahead and do your own research and then try it out. All right, so I know you've seen this, or if you haven't seen this on TikTok, that's all right. I am gonna go into the Protini cream. I have one little pump here to use on my whole face. I am gonna be traipsing about in the sun today, but I'm still gonna add a little bit of a sun-kissed hue. Actually, no, I'm not. So I'm gonna just apply this all over. Just swooped it right off the top. I like to wear it in my products and apply to the face, kind of to distribute. Face, head, wherever it is that you might need it. I'm going to take a pause here from Drunk Elephant because they don't technically have like foundation. There is a tinted moisturizer and that sort of thing, but today I'm going to use the It Cosmetics. I'm using the French side. Your Skin But Better Foundation and Skincare. This does not have sunscreen, so let me pause again. I'm gonna get a little Kinship Self-Reflect. This is going to be my sun protection for the day. I like to use more mineral-based ingredients. This one is going to be mineral, so that there's not proven that chemical sunscreens that disrupt the endocrine system, but why chance it, right? All right. All done with my kinship. Now going into my It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Foundation Plus Skincare. I am going to use just one pump, especially since I only have half a face. Here's the secret tip. Add a little bit to your ears so that you are more unified from top to bottom. If you are someone who's wearing a very low or a very low V-neck shirt, you can also use it here as well. Just a little bit to make sure that if there's any sort of sun damage, you actually even everything out. Or if you're someone who gets red when okay. And look, I still have some left. Don't feel obligated to use more than a pump if it gives you the coverage you want. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is hop into this. Now these two are only samples. I got them as a gift actually with this cute little bag because there was an event at work at this point like weeks ago. But with the purchase of a few other items, you got these and the bag. I'm a sucker for a bag. Man, I love bags. You've probably seen them online with other influencers, that sort of thing. Most people do mix it with the Protini cream and apply all over for a very, very light glow, a little bit of color, especially if you're feeling like, I got tan on my body, but not on my face. What I'm gonna do is still use the same brush, and I'm only starting with one whole pump because I don't use this often. And I'm going to go for a little bit more of like sort of a contour effect. I actually have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm gonna try to tell you about it. Using it more so in the periphery of the face. Honestly, I'm gonna try to shrink my forehead a little bit. Oh. It has come to my attention I might actually have a beauty filter on. Alright, so continuing to blend with the Bronzi drops. I want it mostly concentrated toward my face, and then I want to make sure that it just disappears behind there. Don't want to be so clockable. I naturally have some redness here. Oh, sorry, before I continue. So the D-Bronzi Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops to give you that sun-kissed glow. I'm not looking for sun-kissed all over because I feel like my foundation, for the most part, matches. Outside of where I'm very red, which unfortunately is going to be my cheeks and my ears. So it might feel a little bit light at the moment, but you see that gradation from the periphery of my forehead? I might even, oh my god, am I adding more makeup? Ooh. All right, here we go. So that's what my hand looks like afterward. Not every single thing has been removed and applied, but I feel like this is a nice soft effect. And I feel like my head looks a tiny bit smaller. It could just be the lighting. We'll go with it for now. Now the Bloos Rosi drops are going to be next. Oh, I should maybe read the, okay. So it suggested shape before use. I didn't do that with the first one. Dab a tiny bit of Bloos onto cheeks or anywhere you'd like to add a warm, natural looking flush of peachy pink color, plus barrier fortifying omega fatty acids. Nice. So I am gonna take this little ditty. We're just gonna mix it all together. We're gonna smoothie these makeups. I know that this one has a little bit of a sheen to it, so I think I'll use it higher on the cheeks. Kind of funny that I went through to erase the redness and then now like I'm adding peachy pink. Either way, this is what makeup is. In fact, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. It's probably so so subtle it can't be picked up on camera. I apologize. If you've ever seen anyone do anything that's along the lines of very highly contoured, a lot of makeup, you might have heard of the the beige rainbow, where you start with your very light highlighter, your natural foundation shade, and then go into like the dark contour. I feel like I'm kind of doing that on a very macrocosmic scale. Just a little bit of color with a little bit of shine. All right, Peachy Pink, I see you. Can you see it? Probably not, but that's okay. It's enough for me. You know, is it enough? Look, I said it's enough, and then I went back and got more. Since we talked about the beige rainbow, I thought I'd start with the dark. Go to this, you know, rosy drops. You see now, it's all gone. Well, for the most part. The only final thing that I'm gonna do complexion-wise is set everything. I am gonna be outside. It is gonna be 80. I might melt. I might just turn into Elphaba. It is what it is. So I am gonna set everything with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. This is the one with talc. If you do not want your setting powder to have talc, they do have a new one without, the Anastasia Beverly Hills. It comes in a different looking container, so after you learn them, you'll never have to worry about like mixing them up. I only use like 2 little spanks. This is the second one. And then fluff it onto this brush. I do love this brush. It's an old Bare Minerals brush when they were still made out of goat hair. So maybe not cruelty free. It sometimes will leave like little bristles on my face. That is a sacrifice that I'm willing to make. All right, just the tiniest bit. Now it's gone. And then final finishing touch, I'm gonna do some mascara. I love the Bad Gal Bang mascara. I have long lashes naturally, but they get kind of blonde at the tip. And this one's the waterproof, so make sure you take oil to remove it. It is going to be a very long-lasting mascara. Even though this is a very volumizing mascara, I like to use just a little bit. Sins have been committed right there. So ignore her, we'll take care of that in a minute. In fact, I'll just show you how to do it now. So we are going to go back in with a little bit of the Laura Mercier setting powder to remove this makeup-based blemish. It's always very tempting to just like swipe it off, but it tends to remove a lot of things when you do so. This is a very quick drying formula when it comes to the mascara, so I am still going to powder it. It looks very powdery. The main thing is let it dry completely and basically form a, this is going to be a disgusting word, crust, gross, over top. And then with a Q-tip, I think I can just flick it right off. Otherwise, ignoring that, this is everything with a very like, well, let's say it's a medium coverage foundation. A little bit of the bronzy drops, the rose drops or the blush drops, and setting it all, some mascara too. I maybe should have done my eyes, they look really red. And some lip product that I forgot to mention because I always have something on my lips, almost. Okay folks, thank you so much for joining me. When it comes to everything in this round of the Drunk Elephant brand, the Protini cream, gonna be great for anyone who's on the balanced spectrum, plus or minus like a little bit dry, a little bit oily, or just likes a lighter product and likes to smoothie their products together. The Lala Retro Cream, definitely gonna be for the drier skin type. It's going to be something that's much more moisturizing. It does create a little bit of a film, but especially for rougher areas like this, feels beautiful, quick absorbing. It's not something that's gonna leave you feeling greasy so that when you get in your car, you just like fall over off the, you know, arm thing. And then we also talked a little bit about the Balm Electrolyte Hydrofacial. It is a add-on product. It's an overnight mask. It's very hydrating. It's something you can add to the Lala, use it instead of. Yeah. Also, the Sweet Pitti Cream, not my favorite. I just don't like the fragrance. It smells like Play-Doh. If you're someone who has a lot of sensitivities, you are absolutely welcome to try it out. I hope you love it. And then finally, these two, the D Bronzi and O Bloos. I'm probably saying these like really incorrectly. A lot of them have some puns in them. Their marketing is also fantastic. There was something that was set up at Ulta where it's like, all the acid, none of the trip. Hilarious. If I have a photo of that, I will show it to you. I don't think I do, but I just want you to know, marketing is hilarious, products are great. Not everything is for every person, but for anyone who has fragrance sensitivities, doesn't want SLS, doesn't want essential oils, doesn't want alcohol, doesn't want chemical sunscreens, this is gonna be the line for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. Come back for other, I do skincare, hair / beard care, grooming, as well as big and tall clothing and accessory content. Thanks so much. Have a good day.